People think billionaires are different because of luck, connections, or intelligence. That's not true. The real difference is how they think when nobody is watching. Most people live in the present moment. Billionaires live in the future and make decisions today based on where they want to be 10 or 20 years from now. They are not in a rush. They understand that real wealth is built slowly, deliberately, and through systems that compound over time. While others chase fast money, billionaires chase ownership. They know income is temporary, but ownership lasts. A salary stops the moment you stop showing up. Ownership keeps paying long after the work is done. They treat time as their most valuable asset. Money can be earned again. Time cannot. That's why they protect their schedule aggressively and remove anything that doesn't move them forward. Meetings without purpose, conversations without value, habits without returns, all eliminated. Billionaires don't work harder forever. They work harder at the beginning so they don't have to later. They use leverage, people, capital, technology, and media, to multiply their efforts. They understand that one smart system can outperform a lifetime of manual effort. They don't avoid risk. They calculate it. Avoiding risk feels safe, but it quietly guarantees average results. Billionaires study risk, reduce the downside, and move anyway. They know growth lives on the other side of discomfort. They don't get emotional about losses. Losses are not failures to them. They are data. Every mistake is feedback. Every setback is a lesson that sharpens the next decision. Most people stay busy. Billionaires stay focused. They know that focus is a weapon. Doing fewer things with extreme precision always beats doing many things poorly. They simplify until only what truly matters remains. They don't chase status. They chase cash flow. Luxury comes after assets. Not before. They delay gratification while others consume early and struggle later. They understand that markets don't move on logic. They move on human behavior. Fear, greed, uncertainty, and desire drive decisions. Billionaires study psychology deeply because understanding people is understanding money. They make fewer decisions than average people. Not because they are lazy, but because they design their lives to avoid unnecessary choices. Less decision fatigue means better judgment when it actually matters. Their ego never controls strategy. Being right is less important than winning. They are willing to change their mind quickly when facts change. Reality always wins, and they respect it. They build before they consume. Creation always comes first. Entertainment comes last. This one habit alone separates builders from spectators. They look for asymmetric opportunities, situations where the downside is limited, but the upside is massive. They don't need many wins. They need a few big ones. They don't follow passion blindly. Passion without demand leads to struggle. They align what they enjoy with what the market needs and is willing to pay for. They control expenses early, not because they are cheap, but because discipline creates freedom. Every dollar saved becomes future leverage. They avoid linear growth. Linear effort gives linear results. They search for models that scale, where effort once applied keeps paying again and again. They understand that not all opportunities are equal. One powerful deal can outperform 100 average ones. They wait patiently and strike decisively. They build quietly. They don't announce plans. They announce results. Noise attracts distraction. Silence builds power. They delay pleasure intentionally. Short-term sacrifice gives them long-term dominance. This gap is where most people quit. They hire people smarter than themselves. Control limits growth. Trust multiplies it. Great teams build empires. They don't rely on motivation. Motivation fades. Systems don't. Discipline replaces emotion. They read constantly. High-quality information sharpens thinking. Books compress decades of experience into hours. They resist lifestyle inflation. More income doesn't mean more spending. It means more investing. They think globally. The world is the market. Borders are limitations for small thinkers. They master one valuable skill deeply instead of chasing many shallow ones. Depth creates leverage. Leverage creates freedom. They respect compounding. Small actions repeated daily create massive outcomes over time. Consistency beats intensity. They design their environment carefully. Your surroundings shape your behavior. They place themselves where success becomes natural. They don't argue with reality. They adapt faster than others complain. They think like owners, not employees. Employees ask how much they get paid. Owners ask how big this can become. They don't run from fear. They analyze it. Fear often points to the exact place where growth lives. They protect their reputation. Trust lowers friction. A strong reputation opens doors money can't. They understand opportunity cost. Every yes means saying no to something else. They choose deliberately. They don't chase every trend. Trends fade. Principles endure. They track numbers obsessively. What gets measured gets improved. Emotion doesn't scale. Data does. They think in net outcomes, not gross numbers. After tax, after cost, after risk, that's real wealth. They build brands, either personal or corporate, because attention converts into opportunity. Silence limits scale. They prepare for downturns when times are good. Crashes don't scare them. They create advantage. They protect their cirque. Mindsets are contagious. They stay away from small thinking. They focus on value creation, not money chasing. Money is a byproduct of value delivered at scale. They remain students forever. The moment learning stops, decline begins. And most importantly, they think beyond lifestyle. Lifestyle fades. Legacy compounds. Billionaire mindset is not about becoming rich fast. It's about becoming disciplined, strategic, and patient enough to build something that lasts. If you change the way you think, you change the way you decide. If you change the way you decide, you change your future. And that is how wealth is really built.